Hey guys, I'm back in the market update part 2 with specialty sets. Let's get started with Prismatic. So Prismatic, the price changes weren't too extreme last day, but there were some notable differences, especially in demand data. I think the most notable change was probably the PCTB went down $5, and then the packs went up about 50 cents, which for a pack that's actually pretty significant. Um, ETBs they went up a little, like about a dollar or so, 119. But the more important thing is that you see the last couple of days, they've been selling around like that's 85 to 110 bucks a day. Like demand was kind of slowing down around here, and the last couple of days has been pretty consistent, it's been picking up. And I tell people that if the price is increasing and people are buying more, that's a really really strong sign. We saw it with Paldea, and Paldea actually continues to do strong. Like it's not like it doesn't have any downturns, but it just really shows like some market strength of like, and it gives you a sense of like, hey, why is it like that? Like, is there not enough supply? Like a lot of people do say like Prismatic is drying up in supply, and a lot of the people who were fire selling before are kind of this was the kind of low you could get at like 106, 110 right after release, because people were just selling everything, and now that supply is running out, it's going back up to the previous high. Um, so yeah, Prismatic is looking pretty good on that front. They finally removed the Dragon Discovery packs over here, so I can finally look at this more cleanly. Yeah, it says that the market price is 1361, but when I scroll down, I always have to look at the pictures, and yeah, there's over here for 1243, and here's for 1250. So that's higher than it has been the last couple of days. It's been under $12 for a long time. It hasn't been $13, around 13 something since the 20th. So that's it's like 12 days or something, like a week and a half. Yeah, it's been like 12.15, 12.50, 12.75, 12.50. It's gone to 12.90, I guess. Um, and then now we're hitting like 12.43. So, um, yeah, packs are doing pretty well. I think the demand did slow down yesterday, at 440. I guess a lot of cheap packs are blowing up, and maybe people are going to look for cheap packs elsewhere. There are still some sources of cheaper packs. Um, the Leafeon Tech, there's still some selling for 1266, and Leafeon Tech, they're still selling for 1326 per pack. Other than that, like that's your cheapest source of packs. So as I said before, yeah, prismatic packs are doing quite well, and as the packs themselves rise, everything else has to rise. Because if you just look at the packs, like imagine if some of these things were like $2 a pack, they would all, or $10 a pack, they'd all be bought up instantly. Okay, so next, um, I'll just briefly go through these. Not much change with the Mini 10 displays. I still think they're undervalued, but let's see, because Mini 10 displays are 14.25 a pack. That's you're getting to like less than a dollar difference per pack. Um, so yeah, I would definitely, if I had to buy these packs, I definitely just buy the Mini 10 displays. Even if you're a ripper shipper, it might take a little more work, but you could just like keep the tens. But I guess like a lot of ripper shippers also probably prefer the ETBs. Um, Surprise boxes, they're about the same, 15 over there. Binders, it says 75 over here, which is like $5 less than market price, or has what's been before, but there's only one listing, and it goes back to 80 after that, so I didn't really bother listing it. But yeah, binder demand has actually been going down. It was at like 20, and now it's going down to like 10. So buyer demand has been going down. The price, except for this one seller, hasn't been going down. So we're kind of reaching some stagnation in that. Binders are selling for $16 a pack. So it's still like you still get some margin above, just the least pack price for the binder. PCTBs, yeah, they went down a little bit. Um, yeah, these bundles are still selling for some reason, even though like it's not worth it at all. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for Prismatic. Um, but since I've gone on Prismatic, I'm just gonna give a shout out to a sponsor, Save Discord. So they help make these videos possible. And here's some examples, some information that they give away. So here they had an announcement yesterday. So there's some basic information on upcoming releases of like March 7th is the booster bundles. So actually look out for drops. If you're someone who likes to get online deals or in-store deals, they're probably gonna drop very very soon. It's not usually on the 7th, it's usually before that. But in store, it's probably on the 7th or before. Journey Together is released on 20th, so that's what's the people already know, but here's like other stuff. So for the future, super premium collections for Prismatic. There's already been a Best Buy drop. GameStop announces there's releases gonna be in store, and Target is loading up on them. So you're gonna see movement and releases soon for Prismatic's super premium collections, which are probably worth like $230. And then Dustin Rivals expected to drop this month too. Oakland Star usually drops PCTBs a week before um, the last set drops journey together, so expect it around the 21st. So yeah, that's one example of the benefits of having Discord. It'll summarize information for you, and some of this like I was kind of aware of this, but I didn't have it all in my brain all at once. So this is definitely like even if you don't you don't always have the time to go through all the random restocks. You do get some advantage of just knowing ahead of time, hey, when are these going to drop? So yeah, here's our website. I will leave the links in the description. Thanks to Discord for watching this video. Hopefully that information was useful to you. Um, let's go to 151. All right, so 151. I think the biggest thing was the UPCs. They went up to 345. They were at let's see, where's 151? Uh, yeah, they were at like UPCs have just been rising. They were like 300 on the 24th and 310, and then they rose to 325 on the 28th, and then 330. They've been 330 for a while since the first of the month, and now it's already 345. So yeah, UPCs are doing really, really well. And demand is also pretty decent. You're seeing a lot of sales of like 7 to 10 per day. Um, the loose pack price has been going kind of down in terms of yeah, booster bundles are still very very sought after because they're the cheapest price per pack, 11.16. That's very different for every other one. Even Blooming Waters is like the second closest, but after that everything else is at least $1 more per pack. Um, so yeah, booster bundles. The main explanation is that's how Pokemon's actually reprinting 151. They just funnel booster bundles through like Target, Walmart, even Macy's. But yeah, there's like 100 and about 150 sold a day. It's pretty insane. Um, I want to look at the packs because the packs always give some insight. Also, um, so the packs they went down to about 1220. Yeah, they've been around 1220 for a while, I think. So, but let's look at the actual data. So 1220, they've been like 12. Yeah, actually, yeah, packs have been kind of going up and down. Like they were at 11 something, and they broke this 12 around the end of the month last month. But then they went to like 1250, then 1290, then 1250. Honestly, like it's kind of about time that the price of loose packs went down because the booster bundles have been like cheaper this whole time at like $11. So it just kind of made no sense um, for the packs to be selling for more. PCTB. Let's see what else major changes there are. So Alakazam box went up like about $1. PCTBs went down about $10. I'm sure they will recover, but yeah, they kind of went up and they kind of lost their gains. Um, I think actually I didn't notice this until recently, but the regular ETBs, their demand has been kind of solid lately. You see like this big solid rectangle over here. They've been selling solidly around like 6 to 8 boxes a day roughly. Versus like here, there's like more like blips. Like there's just been more solid demand. It's not there hasn't been a lot of huge spikes like this, but it's just been solid. That's usually a good sign for like products that are strong or they're going up. And yeah, binders have gone down a little bit because there's this one seller for 153, but they are kind of still at least selling. Getting at least one sale per day. Zapdos boxes have gone down. Um, it's interesting because the Alakazam box went up, so maybe it's like kind of a discounts. I do see Zapdos boxes pure like very rarely, but periodically from like pickups from Target. But I don't really see Alakazam boxes as much. I'm not sure why, but it might be showing that like Alakazam is a little more rare. Um, and then I think the poster collection. I just noticed recently, yeah, there's been like a little bit more demand. I guess like going up to 4 is kind of normal, but it's been like a solid chunk here, and then like every other day just like a little bit more like doubled. So I just didn't notice just a little more demand for poster collections lately. All right, yeah, I'll go to Crown Zenith next. So Crown Zenith, there hasn't been that much change. Like the packs have kind of went down to 777. Um, but I am seeing a little bit of a slowdown. Packs, no, they're actually going up again. 163 pack spot. Demand is kind of shifting back to packs because Sea and Sky, demand is kind of going down, which makes sense. Like if you do the math, it makes no sense to buy Sea and Sky unless the promos are worth it to you, because it costs 40 cents more. Um, and then the booster bundles, their demand has gone up just a little bit the last few days. 12 and 7 compares to like 4. Um, and ETB, their demand's been solid. You see another solid rectangle approximately at about like 9 to 12 per day. So yeah, Sea and Sky, yeah, demand is shifting back toward packs, which makes sense. But in general, it's still doing quite strong. But it's kind of more like steady right now. Um, yeah, and then yeah, booster bundles did go up like a tiny bit. Okay, and then during together, there weren't really many changes during together. Price is about the same. Like this is 216, um, about 90 for normally TBs, and um, 57 for regular for booster bundles. The main thing, yeah, I'm seeing a solid, like you see a solid rectangle here that's like lower ever since about the 26th. It's a little more apparent now that like from the 17th to the 24th there was more demand, and now we're back to, it's not really that bad, but it's more like the 80s and 90s compared to what we had before. Um, but I just want to see if it makes any difference. But in general, from in February, we did see more demand. We see like this is a little higher at like close to 300 boxes every 3 days. All right, that's it for today's video. Thanks, guys. Bye.